if y'all brokers rejecting non-American citizens, us American citizens finna reject them laws that y'all was giving to them, cause we ain't them.
If you're in trucking right now, keep your license clean. Don't get in no accidents. Don't get no tickets. This is your year to shine. A lot of these small mom and pop companies are going to go out of business. It is what it is. But there are going to be a lot of drivers needing jobs. There's going to be a lot of companies that need drivers. If there wasn't a trucker shortage before, there will be now. This is what you call a driver shortage. But now they're going to have more trucks than drivers, so there's going to be a good thing for the drivers. Go get that money.
I heard they pausing all the visas, which that's a big win for American truck drivers. Because majority of the truck drivers are foreigners. And a lot of them don't even speak English. So how did you get your license in the first place? You don't speak English. So now that they're putting a pause on all you guys' visas, we told them carriers is coming. Reckoning is coming. Ever since that U-turn happened, I said, yeah, they about to lay the smackdown on these illegal drivers driving these damn semi-trucks. And here we go. Let's get it.
In today's video, more crackdowns continue in Florida as well as other states, in a continued effort to remove illegal as well as non-reading and speaking CDL drivers from the road. What will this mean for trucking companies as well as American drivers? Stay tuned. So following that fatal accident that happened back on August 12th, where a man who had entered this country illegally, then was able to obtain his CDL license and attempted to make a illegal U-turn, which resulted in the death of 3 people, more states are now making an effort to enforce laws that have been on the books for decades now involving CDL drivers. But due to previous administration leadership, they were told to look the other way. But after that tragedy that happened in Florida, things are quickly changing. And so now we have more DOT officers who are stopping drivers at weigh stations. And if they find these drivers to be illegal, well, they're being arrested. And if they find out these drivers cannot pass a basic English test, then they're being shut down and taken off the road.
In the wake of that accident on the turnpike today, the state of Florida announced some new changes for commercial truck drivers. Sophia Hernandez explains the new policies. Sophia?
Yeah, Jackie, and speaking with truck drivers, many of them did not want to be interviewed, as they say that they are focused solely on doing their job well and doing it safely. But with speaking with the ones that we were able to speak to, some say that they're worried, while others say that these changes can only bring about good. Monday morning, Florida's Commissioner of Agriculture, Wilton Simpson, announcing that the state's 23 inspection stations, mainly on the northern border, will now have officers conducting immigration checkpoints under the federal 287 program, looking for those who entered the U.S. illegally and are operating commercial vehicles with out-of-state driver's licenses. Florida Attorney General James Uthmeier saying he's asking the U.S. Department of Transportation to revoke the commercial driver's license program in sanctuary states. It comes after the arrest of Harjinder Singh. He's the truck driver accused of making an illegal U-turn on a state highway 2 weeks ago that killed 3 people. He entered the country illegally back in 2018. According to the state attorney's office, Singh only answered 2 of the 12 verbal questions for an English proficiency test and could only identify 1 of 4 traffic signs. Yet he was given a commercial driver's license from the state of Washington in 2023 and California in 2024.
And if other states like New Jersey and others are engaging in similar practice, then those programs should be revoked as well, and any funding tied to it should also be revoked.
And it's the enforcement of a prior executive order that requires drivers of large vehicles to demonstrate that they can speak the English language when stopped at roadside inspections that has some worried.
Está duro, va a estar duro. ¿Qué tú crees que va a pasar?
This truck driver of 25 years believes drivers will now leave the industry because of language enforcement. Others say it's a bad pressure. But this driver, who's been on the road for 8 years, says his colleagues should take the time to learn the language and study, as driving safely is their responsibility.
Hay que estudiar, hay que saber inglés. We need to speak English. We need to speak English for communication, for communicate with the DOT when they stop to us. The headlight, stop sign, stop lights, inside to the bike for inspection, number 1, number 2, different question.
And again, these inspections will be taking place at interdiction stations that are run by the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. It's not to be confused with weight stations, which are run by FDOT. And again, they're going to be looking for that English proficiency as well as continuing their agricultural inspections.
One thing that will be interesting to keep an eye on is how will this affect a lot of the companies as well as these brokers who have been purposely flooding the lanes and slammed the floor out of the pay. Where company drivers got squeezed, owner-operators took the hit, and these brokers played their slimy little games. They've been stuffing the board with unauthorized CDL holders to nuke spot rates and skim the difference. And it wasn't just about the money. The safety fell off also. Folks who can't read road signs, blow through cars only, and even driving in the wrong direction are now being removed from the road and is much overdue. And hopefully even more states continue to get on board, as just recently an undocumented immigrant with a New Jersey license was arrested and is now facing deportation after being found driving in Florida as a part of the state's new commercial driver crackdown.
Well. If y'all wondering how the English test look, this is how it looks when y'all get stopped by DOT inspection. This is what they're going to ask you if you can't name your company, if you can't tell them where you're going and all that, or can't read off your paperwork. They're going to move you to this step, and they're going to ask you to do this shit. This is the literally the see if you can actually read and follow fucking directions. I mean, it's unnecessary, but it's necessary, I guess. They got this is the state of Louisiana, but it's all pretty much the same, if you ask me. Draw a line around the number or letter of the sentence. Like what? Draw a line under the last word in this line. It's just common sense. Like if you can't pass this test, maybe you don't need to drive. I don't know. Because this shit is simple. If you can't pass this, I don't know what to tell you. All I'm going to say is, y'all be careful at them weigh stations and get Rosetta Stone if you need it so you won't have to go through this anymore. That's all I'm going to say.
New at 5, a crackdown after tragedy. Florida's state attorney general announcing that there will now be immigration checks at more than 20 agricultural stations. The move comes after a tractor trailer driver who was in the country illegally killed 3 people on the Florida Turnpike.
CBS News Miami's Peter Dench is joining us live right now from Davie, where he has been speaking with truck drivers. And Peter, what are they telling you?
Well, Elliot and Lauren, we have been speaking with tractor-trailer drivers right here at a truck stop in Davie. We tell you we're getting a mixed reaction. Some say that the state has been doing a thorough job at checking drivers. Others say more steps need to be taken. Trucker Jacob Ordonez applauds the state attorney general for announcing there will now be immigration checks at agricultural inspection stations where commercial driver's licenses will be scrutinized.
For one, if you're illegal and you're driving, then you shouldn't have a CDL in the beginning, you know? And 2, if you're illegal, you shouldn't even be here, you know what I mean? And 3, you're messing it up for the rest of the truckers, you know?
Most of the 23 agricultural inspection stations are in the northern part of the state. 19 of them are off major highways. This follows a deadly crash August 12th. Investigators say Harjinder Singh, who was in this country illegally from India, made a U-turn on the Florida Turnpike, killing 3 people.
Someone that never should have been given a driver's license, much less a CDL license to drive larger commercial vehicles, engaged in reckless behavior that took 3 lives.
State Attorney General James Uthmeyer announced the crackdown, saying another truck driver who was in the country illegally was arrested Sunday night.
There's no telling how many illegal aliens are in this country driving large commercial vehicles and putting American families in a safety risk every single day.
But some people, like Dwayne Harris, who has been driving a tractor trailer for 12 years, say the immigration checks are not necessary.
DOT are doing an excellent job at examining us, inspecting us, and communicating with us to make sure everything is proper, correct.
Now, investigators say Harjinder Singh was issued commercial driver's licenses in the past 2 years in the states of Washington and California. The state attorney general is calling on the federal DOT to crack down on those states if the DOT discovers systematic abuse involving their CDL programs. We are live in Davie. Peter Dench, CBS News, Miami.
I guess one final question is, what does this mean for American drivers? As for years now, many have felt that many of these brokers, companies, have been taking advantage of the fact that the market has been flooded with many foreign drivers, and as a result, lowered the rates dramatically, knowing that those drivers would accept such low rates, slowly squeezing out American citizens from the industry in favor of higher profits.
If y'all brokers rejecting non-American citizens, us American citizens finna reject them loads that y'all was giving to them, cause we ain't them. We ain't got people up in here that'll drive the whole way, deliver a doggone 1,500 mile load in one day. No, we finna reject all them loads that y'all was giving to them, because when it made y'all money, y'all took advantage of it, and y'all was making sure y'all kept them rates low. So it don't matter about y'all rejecting people that ain't American citizens, cause we finna reject y'all. Up them rates, cause them rates need to be top tier. They need to be up there, because the cost of running this truck, $250 or better, you hear me? I need my coin, I need it now. It's my money, and I need it now.
How exactly it's going to be booming for truckers is because we're going to have less truckers on the road. We're going to have less trucking companies. We've been having a record number of trucking companies going out of business every single day. Then we have the English proficiency test, which has taken out a lot of drivers. Some people are indifferent to that test, but it's actually helping the trucking industry. It's actually helping truckers, because it's all about supply and demand, right? Less truckers, high demand, more money. So if you have less trucking companies, less truckers, 2026 is going to be a great year. All you have to do as a trucker is still be in the game, take care of your license, drive safe, and be with a good company, and know your numbers. But yes, we have a lot of things happening this year. It looks like a bloodbath, but 2026 is going to be a great year for trucking, and after that as well. So I would just say, be smart, keep your head low, drive, be safe, don't do nothing stupid, and don't burn any bridges. Because I'm telling you, 2026 would be a great year for truckers if you're still there. That's the most important part.
Exactly. And so this crackdown may have just cracked the door wide open for legal drivers and for carriers who run clean. And so for all the carriers and drivers who've been doing it right, logs tight, equipment tight, insurance legit, this could be your moment. And for all the scumbag janky carriers out there and all the shady brokers, well, looks like time is up. They've been able to cash out undercutting rates and playing games with safety, pushing premiums through the roof, while American CDL holders ate the losses. And now what we may be watching is basically market correction, long overdue and what seems to be unavoidable. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this entire situation that's going on. Go ahead and drop your questions, comments, thoughts, and your feedback down below. I appreciate when you guys take the time to chime in. Don't forget, you enjoy any part of the content, go ahead and make sure you smash that like button for more. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time.